Hey guys, back in the video. In this one, I will be talking about Liv Morgan. The past weeks, Liv Morgan has been debuting these vignettes of a new look, with them teasing us of a new gimmick, or a new look for Liv Morgan after she lost a match to Charlotte last year on SmackDown. And I'm not going to lie, I was interested because I actually was a fan of Liv Morgan, excuse me. I was interested because I was also nervous about these vignettes because these vignettes reminded me of something from 2016-17 called Emmalina, where Emma, now known as Tennille Dashwood, posted constant videos of her in these fancy exotic locations, debuted like that, and returned back to the original gimmick. That's what scared me. Now, yesterday, in the wedding of Bobby Lashley and Lana, she comes out of nowhere. I don't know what WWE was planning for this. No music, no Titantron, just there. You can't get a reaction like that. And to debut weeks of promo, weeks of vignettes. You can't just have her walk out in the middle of a wrestling wedding like it's nothing. You can't do that. You forget. You built something up. You need a payoff. What the fuck did you think was going to happen? WWE, what did you think was just going to happen when you told Liv just to walk out there and, without any build up? It just... There's no build up to being out there. It makes no sense. It's like... Plus I saw that Sonya Deville and bitch Mandy Rose weren't exactly thrilled about, plus, oh, shock, this is a little spoiler, the gimmick that she was given when she was saying how the one she loved was with the wrong person, blah blah blah, that cliche. But what it wasn't talking about Bobby Lashley, she was talking about Lana, saying she was in love with Lana, I say. And seeing that Sonya Deville didn't like this is no brainer to me, since Sonya Deville is the first openly gay female wrestler. So yeah, I don't think an actual lesbian would be appreciative of you doing that kind of thing. But again, you need a payoff when you debut something like that, man. Sometimes it works, like with the debut of this guy. One of the most iconic names in professional wrestling, The Undertaker. He debuted like that at Survivor Series 1990. No vignettes, no promos, but they knew what they were doing. He was billed as a mystery partner. No one knew what to expect. So debuting The Undertaker in a Survivor Series match in 1990 as Ted DiBiase's mystery partner worked. Putting Liv Morgan in some random bullshit after weeks of vignettes and just pretty much, this is what pretty much happened. They just took those vignettes and just trashed it with it, man. It makes me mad. Because I was really looking forward to what they were going to do with Liv Morgan. Because Liv has an untapped potential in her. And when you just throw away build-up, it's pathetic. It's like, you know what, we built all this, but we have nothing. So just throw her out in this random bullshit. Which, by the way, no one cared about that wedding. No one cares about this fucking storyline. I'll just say this. 2019 has truly been a roller coaster for pro wrestling itself. we've had the good in the NWA and NXT, and then we've had the bad of the entire 2019 for Monday Night Raw. It started off pretty well, then it went to shit. I hate... Ring of Honor is improving, even though no one really talks about Ring of Honor anymore. Impact Wrestling, truly getting better. Then that SmackDown, it's a decent show being on Fox. It's definitely better than Monday Night Raw. NXT, pretty much the main place that WWE staying alive in 2019 was NXT. Monday Night Raw is sinking like the Titanic. And possibly people will say good things about Monday Night Raw, like Andrade, Humberto Carrillo, like the Young Guns and stuff like that shit. Look, 2019 has truly been one of the most roller coaster years of professional wrestling. It'll never get to Vince Russo, David Arquette, WCW levels of bad. No, we're staying away from that. But in my opinion, it'll never... We always say wrestling needs to go back to the way it was. But here's the thing. It'll never go back to the glory days of when we were seeing these two every week. We will never go back to the good days where we'll see guys like Bret Hart or guys like The Undertaker. Because gimmicks are dead. Says every guy just has the same... There are gimmicks, yes, but it just seems like it's usually the same kind of thing. It's just a guy who likes to fight, not wrestle. And then the, the only good thing is that it is coming to the Royal Rumble season. And Royal Rumble season is usually a decent time. Let me with the camera since it's still no... I have a stand, but it's still sometimes on the pointing. The Royal Rumble is sometimes a good year for professional wrestling since it does get you to see... It does get some call-ups from NXT, but... I don't know, man. Plus, oh, yeah, AEW. AEW has truly been in the middle of wrestling fans. Some of us have loved AEW. Some of us have problems with AEW. I said this before in a video, and I'll say it again. Give it time. The NWA has been on fire as of late, in my opinion. In my opinion, I'd rather watch 1 hour of NWA than 3 hours of shit Raw. Know what I'd rather do? This is what I'd rather do. Instead of watching 3 hours of Monday Night Raw today, I'd rather watch NWA's worst episode, which was only like one match. Everything else was like build-up and promos. That's how bad I feel Monday Night Raw is. So I'd rather watch this one freaking match, which was an empty arena match between one of the Dawson brothers versus Aaron Stevens. No, versus the Question Mark. Well, listen with this. WWE... you dropped the ball a lot, but you just threw it away with Liv Morgan, getting back to that topic. You threw it up. You had this golden idea to reinvent Liv Morgan, an untapped potential champion. What do? Here's potential. Screw it. Just seeing the sport I love turn to do this shit pisses me off. So this video, later.